Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. In this video, we will have our discussion on the most pressing issue, the most searched topic around the Vedic astrology, which is the Saturn's Sadhisati. Like the way guys, just because Saturn is about to move into another sign, so that means a lot many zodiac signs will face that transition. A lot of them are going to be getting rid of the Sadhisati. A lot of them will start different phases of the Sadhisati. So in this video, we will have our discussion on that. So guys, look at it in this way, just because on my channel, I have talked many times about the impact of Sadhisati. Now in this, I will try to tell you that we are accepting it that when Saturn is going to be operating over our moon, it is going to be the time of difficulty. Saturn will bring all sort of life lessons, practical life lessons in our life, but those lessons are going to be attached from which specific area of the life. That is something which we will try to understand in this video. So guys, I am dividing this whole discussion into like 4 parts. In this first part, we will have our discussion that what exactly based on your moon sign, what kind of lesson Sadhisati brings. Look at it in this way that in the 3 phases of the Sadhisati, those lesson, the intensity of those lesson will vary, but somehow the underlying principle or objective or content is going to be remaining the same. So in this first video, we will try to understand that based on your moon sign, what kind of lesson Sadhisati brings. In the second part, we will look at that if you are in the first phase of the Sadhisati, third video is going to be about the second phase of Sadhisati, and the last video is going to be on the third phase of the Sadhisati. And now before we will start our discussion, quick business promotion time. So guys, if you want any of the astrological analysis done by me, you want to know that how next year is going to be for you, your lucky numbers, any of the matchmaking concern and something, you can go to the description section of this video and can book your reading with me. If you want to learn astrology, any form of like occult science in person from me, you can write an email to me, or if you're already living in Vancouver, you want to learn that in person from me, so you can do that as well. And like the way you know this thing that now I have also started traveling and coming to your city and meeting you guys in person as well. I got very good response when I was in Toronto. I got good response in Seattle, and my tickets are already booked for the LA. So from January 14th till 16th, I'm going to be there. Guys, let me make this thing very clear. I'm not doing this for money, because the in-person meeting consultation charges are almost half compared to if you will go to my website and you will see the Zoom consultation prices. It is exactly half from that. The whole objective is to build community, know people, what exactly is happening right now, because all the sutras of the Jyotish as well need to be updated. Unless and until I do not know the pulse of it, what exactly is happening in the world, how will I be able to predict and guide people through astrology? And you know, I'm a sociable person. I'm not equipped and used to of living on my own and just talking to a camera. I like human interaction. So because of which, I will be coming to Los Angeles. So write an email if you want to get in-person reading. And afterwards, I will be traveling to the cities as well. And you'll keep on seeing the notification if you are connected with me on any of my social media handle. So okay guys, now we will start our discussion. The very first thing is that for all those people who are just starting up with their journey in the Vedic astrology, the very first thing is, what does Saturn represents? Look at it in this way, that the only planet which has got good things in store for you, which will like bring the best out of you, the best of your potential through hardship, that is the planet Saturn. The only concern over here is that because Saturn is a slow moving planet, whenever it is operating over you, life somehow becomes little bit slow. But like the way there is a famous saying connected with the Saturn, Saturn can delay but it never denies. Like in certain combination, like when you are looking at someone's chart from the marriage point of view, any involvement of Ketu might deny it, to be afflicted over there could deny it, but when it comes down to Saturn, at least the assurance comes that there could be delay, but denial is not going to be there. Guys, look at it in this way, that Saturn is a planet of justice. why it will do injustice to you. If you have been righteous with your intent, with your actions, with the credibility in all of your actions, Saturn is the one planet which will make you king, which will reward you for your honesty, for your integrity. And guys, when we talk about the negative side of the Saturn, so all the punishment also comes to us through the planet Saturn only. So all sort of chronic diseases, depression, melancholy, diseases is somehow also connected with the planet Saturn. The good thing is that Saturn is a karmic planet. That simply means, and if you believe in astrology, the gist of the astrology is that we are only getting rewarded or punished for our own actions. Guys, till the time I did not get initiated in the astrology, I used to feel pity looking at people's condition. But the kind of acceptance and the stage where I have come after being consistently pursuing astrology or being a student of astrology is that the universe works with a perfect plan. Nothing happens in this world which is unfair. Why shall I waste my time on kind of being very empathetic and sad for someone's plight, because that person has earned it. And if some person is having the best of his life, that could be because of he has earned that. And all of that fairness and the fair play and the fair game in the world is being ensured and being looked after by the planet Saturn. That, and there is a very famous saying that no matter where you hide, or like streets filled with people, but your karma will find you. That is what Saturn ensures. Now comes the question that, and over here as well guys, I want to make it very clear, like a lot many times when people come to me for consultation, they get worried, Nipun, that my Sade Sati is about to begin. But I always say this thing that for Saturn to work over you, Sade Sati is just going to be one phase which is going to have a say over the external circumstances of your life. Sade Sati generally becomes more tougher if two things overlap at a time. When you are going through the Sade Sati, you're also in the dasha of the planet Saturn as well. And let's say for example, Sade Sati is going to be operating, like Saturn is going to be influencing, operating over your moon. And even in your dasha, right at that time, you are in a combination of moon or Saturn Mahadasha, moon Antardasha, then it becomes more intense. Like just because the external circumstances around your life are being restricted by the planet Saturn, and you by yourself is being restrained by the planet Saturn, because you're also in the dasha of the same kind of theme of the planetary energies only. Now, like the way I was talking about, that for all the beginners, when we talk about the Sade Sati, so simply put, whatever your moon sign is, Saturn stays in one zodiac sign for 2.5 years of the time. When Saturn enters 12th from your moon sign, in a way, a sign before your moon sign. So Saturn is going to be staying 2.5 years over there. So those 2.5 years, then Saturn, when it will come over your natal moon, 2.5 years of that. And when Saturn will move to the second house from your moon sign, those 2.5 years. So 2.5, 2.5 and 2.5, the total is going to be 7.5 years. So 7.5 years of the Saturn's test and trial, over where your karmas are going to be getting judged and you are going to be rewarded by the planet Saturn. Now guys, like the way when we talk about certain combinations like Kal Sarp Yoga or Kal Sarp Dosh, which is always debated amongst the astrologers, that they say that there is no reference or mention of the Kal Sarp in the scriptures. But when it comes down to the Sade Sati, this is one such term which has been accepted by the Vedic astrology, because you will find the mention of it in the scriptures. Like the way it has been explained that in majority of the major events which happen in our like scriptures, when gods incarnated, so even at a time when gods incarnated and they were going through the thing set by the universe, by the time personified by the Saturn, by Shani Dev. So even that time, even they have to go through the hardship. So it's not like that only the humans, like even if the gods are going to be incarnating on the earth, even they come in the control of the planets. And if Saturn is going to be operating over them, so that means even they have to go through life's test and trials. When it comes down to the Western astrology, obviously they also take into consideration the impact of the planets over the moon or the various conjunction, but they haven't labeled it. But when it comes down to the Vedic astrology, because Sanatan Dharma and spirituality is a part of our Hindus' lifestyle. So even if a person is not knowing about Vedic astrology, not knowing anything about the moon sign, about the Lagan or the Panchang, but I can assure you that person definitely would have heard about this term Sade Sati. So after getting a little bit idea about how does Sade Sati works and in which situation it becomes more intense in your life, now we will get into the second part of today's discussion, which is going to be that based on all the moon signs, what is the kind of lesson which Saturn is trying to teach you in those 7.5 years, over where based on which phase of the Sade Sati you are in, the intensity will vary, but the lesson is going to be remain the same. Now guys, in this whole video I will be talking more from the point of view of the moon sign only. So over here, do not take into consideration what your sun sign is. Do not take into consideration what your Lagan or your ascendant is. Over here, I'm simply talking about from your moon sign. Now guys, when we talk about for the Aries moon sign natives, so guys, in your case, Saturn has got a rulership over your 10th house and the 11th house. And like the way I gave this example, that this is a zodiac sign where Saturn attains debilitation. So that means Saturn is already little bit judgmental when it comes down to the energy of the Aries. Second thing is that what Saturn does not like about the Aries is that Saturn wants you to develop your character, have that conviction and be consistent in your actions. And when we talk about the Aries comes into the radar of the planet Saturn because they are always in a rush to do things. Cancer comes in the radar of the planet Saturn because they are too emotional. They are not ready to understand the harshness and the reality of the world. And Leo comes into the radar or the fury of the planet Saturn because with Leo there is a lot of concerns of the egoism. So the point which I'm saying over here is that for the Aries moon natives, the biggest lesson in their life comes where their actions in their public domain is going to be getting judged. When we talk about the major aspiration of your life, like let's say for example, you planned your life in a way that when you will be of this age, then you will propose your partner, you will start your matrimonial life, and all of your plans are now not working out because now you are facing some sort of opposition, you are facing some sort of delays. And guys, look at it in this way. When we talk about planets like Saturn and Rahu and Ketu, they are highly karmic planet. They are hard bent on delivering the justice, and that is the only reason the remedies of the substitute starts working for when we are in the time period of the Saturn, and majority of the remedies connected with Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, some of those remedies are the remedies of the substitution as well. Why? Because the planet is not going to give up. It will hard bent on delivering that justice. So you need to come up with an alternative measure, because otherwise what is going to happen, like let's say for example, even if Saturn has to provide or give harm to any other member who is directly connected to you, just for you to pass the test or go through that trial, Saturn will ensure that. So the point which I'm saying over here, and guys, Saturn also represents the common man. We know this thing that majority of the corruption in the government and all which happens, that generally happens. I'm not like saying it in every department, in every sector, but in majority of the cases it happens where that money has been allocated and it belongs to the common man, to the poor man, and that whole pile of money gets somehow get sacrificed because of the corruption, and because of that the common man suffers, and this is where Saturn becomes somehow furious. So let's say for example, being a Aries moon, when your Sade Sati will begin, be assured this thing that the matters of your career, your public conduct is going to be getting judged. Whatever major planning you have had in your life, in all of these areas, Saturn is going to be judging you. So the biggest lesson which comes to the Aries moon native is somehow connected with how to do your job in an efficient, correct way, and what sort of wishes are actually meant for you, or you deserve that. In all these areas, Saturn is going to be working for you. Again guys, it is your own karma which will either be rewarded or going to be punished. This is going to be the time when lot many people, because Saturn wants you to be more responsible, it is going to be increasing your workload, and that can only happen through promotion. Or this could be a case that your own actions are so despicable that Saturn is going to punish you. You might be fired, there might be some inquiry which you have to go through. So I mean to say, yes, when it comes down to the major life lesson attached with the Aries moon, in the time of the Sadhisati, somehow it is connected with your actions and your highest of the desires or the wishes. Now let's move ahead. Now when we talk about the Taurus moon natives, now guys, some people would say this thing that okay, Saturn is a friendly planet for your Lagna, Saturn is like a Yog-karak planet for your Lagna, but that does not mean. Even over there, it's just like that. If Saturn is going to be good for you, so the houses and the areas which Saturn rules in your life, it might be graceful or bountiful over there, but somehow the lessons or the punishment will come from the same areas of the life only. So when we talk about for the Taurus moon sign natives, guys, in your case, Saturn has got a rulership over your 9th house and the 10th house. That simply means that your idols, the kind of knowledge you have, the kind of path which you are pursuing, how much ethics and integrity you follow while doing your job, that will become more important. Now for all those people who say this thing that Saturn is going to be a very good planet for the Taurus moon natives. Now let's say for example, if you are highly engaged in corruption, this could be the time when you have to go through inquiry, or you might be suspended, you might be fired and all. So again guys, look at it in this way. When we were talking about from the Aries moon sign natives point of view, in their case, just in order to have that status, have that power, which might be connected with their wishes, with their ambition. When we talk about the Taurus, Saturn is going to be judging you more over, because 10th house is again with the Saturn, but along with it has got the 9th house. So ethics and integrity is coming over here. Aries moon person could be punished because he was being too ambitious, like trying to attain things which he hasn't earned, or he's not equipped or ready to handle. And when we talk about the Taurus, Saturn does not care. Even if you want to dream high, if you are very ambitious, it's fine, but are you following the integrity or not? Are you disciplined or not? Or if you have gone corrupt, being a Taurus moon, no matter what and how much people are saying that Saturn is a good planet for you, you're gonna have good time in the Sadhisati, trust me, this is going to be the time when you will suffer the most. And being entangled into lawsuit could be one of the byproduct or outcome of that. Now when we talk about from the Gemini moon sign natives point of view, that what could be the biggest lesson which Sadhisati can bring in your life. So guys, in your case, as you can fairly see that somehow Saturn has got a rulership over your 8th house and 9th house. Now I'm very much sure that you will not like me when I say this thing, but Saturn is going to be testing you in the face of the crisis. And guys, I would say this thing, that all those things which you say, you try to be an advocate, my guru, my faith, my dharma, Saturn is going to put you under so much crisis and chaos, and then it will ask you, do you still feel the same for your faith? Do you still feel the same? Are you still strongly rooted to your dharma, to your kind of ideologies and philosophies, or are you the one who is going to go through compromise? Guys, like if you have read this book, The Greatness of Saturn by Dr. Robert Soboda, if you will read that, you will get to know that even if I'm not wrong, because it's been so long time, it's like for you might have started just now with astrology, but I'm doing it for so many years. Sometimes I miss out on the things that I forgot the name, Vikramaditya or Harish Chandra. So there is a story over where he was being tested so hard, like he ended up becoming a person who works and who looks after the dead bodies and all. When his own wife comes with the body of their own son, even he did not let the whole funeral proceeding to take place till the time his own wife is not gonna pay for their son. So I mean to say, this is what I'm talking about for the Gemini. Do not be in this mindset that just based on your moon sign and the friendliness, Saturn is going to giving you an easy pass. Here we are just trying to understand that Saturn is gonna be doing its job. It all comes down to that the core, the pulse of the lesson, from which area it is going to be coming in your life. So guys, like the way I was talking about, for the Gemini natives, it's like crisis and chaos. How much does it keep you rooted in your ideologies and philosophy? Let's say, for example, you are a head of any organization. Why to go very far? I guess it happens. This will qualify, guys. Please write it to me in this situation. It happens in the case of the Joe Biden. Like the way, see, if you the way they talk about democracy, America and all, and when these things happen in some other part of the world where they say that the whole system, political system is so corrupt that once you reach and ascend to a level, you're gonna promote your own family members only. But it was like a surprise when Joe Biden gave pardon to his own son, and it was in the news. The whole media, whole world covered it. So I mean to say, this is what we get to know, that when it comes down to the crisis, when it comes down to the situation of the chaos and all, in those kind of situation, how strongly you stay firm in terms of your values, in terms of your ethics, this is one such area where Saturn is going to be testing you in the Sade Sati. Again guys, look at it in this way. Here I'm not talking about what you feel, that might be your dasha. Here I'm talking about your external circumstances, because that is what Sade Sati means, because Saturn is working outside of your moon and will be governing those circumstances for you. So and guys, afterwards when we talk about the Cancer moon natives, so for the Cancer moon guys, there is no denying that Saturn does not like you because you are too soft, polite, empathetic, emotional, likable. So Saturn is gonna be hard on you just to teach you those lessons that life is not that as soft and as trustable as you feel. Like let's say for example, you come from any, let's say you come from any Europe or Scandinavian country or something, and you travel to a country, like you travel to Bangladesh, you travel to any country, you take any country's name, and over there you get down from your bus and you ask someone, hey, can you look after my bag? Oh, that person looks so trusting, I can go to the washroom. By the time you will come back, your bag will be gone. Or let's say for example, you're taking a travel and some people come strangely and ask you that, hey, let us help you, let us give you a lift, and you get into their car of a strangers. So the thing is that Saturn is trying to make you more realistic, that this is what the reality of the world is. The world's, there are those people who are still corrupt. World still survives on dog eats dog kind of society. So that means you have to be hard and you have to be realistic in the world. If you're too emotional, all the time feeling and like thinking and feeling from your own perspective, that is not what Saturn is going to be happy about. So the point which I'm saying over here, that in your case, the main lesson for the Cancer moon comes from, because in your case Saturn has got a rulership over your 7th house and the 8th house. Let's say for example guys, if you are a Cancer moon, just because you're not able to handle your baggage, you're not able to handle your stuff, and honestly speaking, there is not much of the issue in your partner, but just because you're not able to handle emotions or something and you divorced your partner, you started cheating on your partner, you will be doing the worst damage for you. Being a Cancer moon, when you are in the Sade Sati and at that time you are cheating on your partner, I don't have words to say that, because in your case Saturn is going to be testing you, judging you, and the lessons in your case are somehow involved with the matters of the 7th house and the 8th house. Also, how fair you are in any of the business dealings, like your commercial aspect, because like the way guys, lot many people will be in this impression that for the Aries like moon only, Saturn is going to be having a rulership over your 10th house, 11th house, so your actions are going to be judged over there. But no guys, like the way I mentioned this thing, Saturn also represents the money of the masses, of the public, pain of the public and all. And let's say for example, being a Cancer moon, if you are cheating on your partner on a Sade Sati, or you are being unfair in any of the business dealings, you're not following proper ethics, or let's say for example, if you're already in a government position, government seat, where you have been trusted by the public for a public sum of money, and you are doing some sort of corruption, you're engaged in corruption, then trust me, it's not like Saturn is gonna be happy for you, and then the fury of the Saturn will come. And guys, when we come across those kind of honest kind of people who take this kind of mission to fight against the system. And these are those people who then emerge as very strong leaders at a time of the Sadhasati. Now, who says that Sadhasati cannot give you power, cannot give you authority? So yes, this is where the life's lesson will come, that people whom you are committed to and how your behavior is going to be when any crisis comes with them, towards them. When we talk about from the Leo moon sign natives point of view. So guys, in your case, just because Saturn has got a rulership over your 7th house and the 6th house. So to begin with, we cannot overlook this fact that let's say for example, your partner is going through some sort of sickness or something. And that is the time when you started, having an affair, you started cheating on your partner, or in extreme cases, you divorced your partner, that, some sort of crisis has come to your partner, or the health is a major concern and I cannot survive with that partner. Then Saturn is not going to be very happy with you. So guys, I mean to say that when we talk about Sadhasati for the Leo natives, we know this thing. That's a known fact that Saturn does not like Leo, Cancer and the Aries. These are the 3 signs, and with a valid reason. For the Aries, it's their impulse. For the Cancer, they are too soft, too tender, and for the Leo, they are too egoistic. So guys, in your case, the deeper lessons of the life will come in this way, that you're a fighting spirit, that you will suddenly feel this, that suddenly you are finding a lot of the obstacles. Your own people who have been, you have a very long standing commitment and partnership, and these are those people who are like suddenly going against you, who are suddenly turning against you. So how you stay firm or rooted? Are you gonna be egoistic only, or you gonna compromise on your ego just to keep people together, keep the partnership intact? So that is the one reason where Sadhasati generally test the Leo moon. I have come across lot many charts, lot many people, lot many businesses, that the business owner, they built a business, like 2 friends who moved to a foreign country and they started a business, they grew it, and when the Sadhasati came, they started fighting and the business got split, and later on everything collapsed. So I mean to say, these all are the areas where the lesson of the Saturn will come to you. Now guys, when we talk about from the Virgo moon natives point of view. So guys, in your case, Saturn's life lessons are going to be coming in the domain of your 5th house and the 6th house. That simply means that, see, how strong you are mentally, that is going to be judged during this time. Like you will suddenly find that within your mind there's a lot of contradiction which is going on, or you're not able to take right sane decision. So guys, when we talk about the any of the sign being ruled by the Mercury, they are being known for their mental dexterity, for their discriminatory intelligence, and your intelligence, the decision taken by you during this time is going to be getting tested. So let's say for example, just because life has been very hard on you when the Sadhasati began, everything got slowed down, business slowed down. So how did you operate it in those kind of situation in the matters of your answerability to your creditors? Like when we talk about people from whom you have taken large sum of money, or people who work for you, like the way guys, majority of the and lot many businesses who survived even after facing the hardship, because those business owners were very committed and answerable towards their employees. They were more concerned for them, and there have been those kind of cases. I still remember one of the example of one business conglomerate in 2000s, I guess Vijay Mallya. There was the time that in his company, the employees have not been paid for months. They even started committing suicide, and that guy, he did not compromise on his lifestyle. He still used to throw those big lavish parties, and his employees are not being paid and they are committing suicide. So I mean to say, all these are the areas where Saturn is going to be testing you, your intelligence, your judgment, the thoughts, the decision you take, all of that is going to be tested when the Sadhasati come. How your mind function. Are you gonna be the one who's going to lose out his mind, or are you gonna be the person who's going to get more strengthened with the hardship of the life? Now guys, for all the Libra moon natives, So guys, in your case, the deepest lesson of the Saturn generally comes in the domain in the matters. It comes from the matters of the fourth house, which tells about your family life, your domestic life, and fifth house, which tells about your judgment, about your decision making, the kind of thoughts which governs your mind. So guys, look at it in this way, that you would have come across like those kind of people. Whenever the Sadesati comes, they splits from their family, and they're like those people who get more rooted with their family values. They get more closer to their family. Like the way any hardship come, the person decided to be close to the family, and somehow the family became more united at a time of the crisis or chaos. So this could be the way over where Saturn is going to be judging you. Guys, look at it in this way, that if in the chart of a Libra moon, Saturn is going to be well placed, half of your life's problems you would have already tackled. You have already taken control of. Why? Because it's the fourth house which tells about our emotions, our feelings, and fifth house which tells about our thoughts, the kind of thoughts which governs our decision making. So if a planet which has got a control over both your emotions and the thoughts, and it is going to be well placed, now after that hardly matters how your moon is or how your Mercury is. A lot of the things are going to be somehow in your control. So yes guys, if I were to say the biggest lesson comes to the Libra moon at a time of the Sadesati is how you can keep the whole family together and united, and then Saturn is going to be rewarding you. Otherwise the punishment will come. Now guys, when we talk about the Scorpio moon natives, so now guys, when we reach the Scorpio, lot many astrologers are already slightly biased with it. Like some of the astrologers say Sadesati is going to be hard on the Scorpio. It hardly matters in which dignity Saturn is or Mars is, because they have already created this impression that it's the Scorpio moon. So that means these people would have indulged into unethical acts. They have lot many secrets. They have done so many sins, which is completely BS, which is completely wrong, because you cannot look at astrology in this way. This could be a case that being a Scorpio moon, you might be the biggest healer. You're already doing a lot for people. You have faced the pain, and now you do not want others to feel that pain. And you might be a Libra moon, you might be a Taurus moon, and you're indulged into all those kind of sinful acts. So the point which I'm saying over here is that we have to look at it on a plane of logics. So that is the only reason I'm not giving you the same thing which lot many people have already created opinion around the zodiac sign. So the point over here guys, that in your case Saturn has got a rulership over your third house and the fourth house. So the very first thing is that there is always this fear that in the Sadesati any of your secrets suddenly get exposed, suddenly come into everyone's attention. Second thing is that generally the punishment only comes if with your actions you have hurt people. Like let's say for example, you have broken the trust of people, you have broken the faith of people, and where people put lot of people were very much dependent on you, and over there you did not live up to the expectation, or you did not live up to the responsibilities which were assigned to you. So these are those people who suffer the most in the time of the Sadesati. But again guys, when we talk about the lessons which comes to these people, so generally what I have seen is that once Saturn is done working on you on a Scorpio moon, at the end of the Sadesati, they actually get to know what their true strength is, which all people are like their own, which can be trusted, or the true definition of contentment is something which is taught to them. And after that point of Sadesati, once you have cleared the Sadesati, the kind of life which these people built is going to be dedicated and devoted towards the ultimate contentment. So this could be a case that before the Sadesati you were a big corporate person, and making money in any means was your ultimate purpose, sole purpose. Sadesati came, you went through all sort of crisis and something. Now you know about what your actual purpose is to build farms, build schools, do things for people, do the voluntary work. And now after Sadesati, you're now aligned with building a life which is going to give you contentment. But yes guys, when we talk about if you have broken the trust or the faith of people around you, Sadesati could be hard on you. And this is where the lessons will come to the Scorpions, that your actions, what ultimate purpose is it serving of giving them the contentment or not. Now when we talk about the Sagittarius moon natives, so guys, in the case of the Sagittarius moon, again, do not look at it with a bias that it's the Sagittarius moon, they only indulged into ethical and very righteous kind of acts. It's not like that. So guys, in your case, Saturn has got a rulership over your second house and the third house. That simply means that when the Sadesati will begin for you, the lessons of the life is going to be somehow attached with the matters of how you are managing your finances, your ethics, your integrity over there is going to be judged. And the second thing is that, let's say for example, even if your family has trusted you with anything to do with the family share or something, like this could be a case that your father trusted with all of his life savings in order for you to become a doctor, pilot or engineer, or like the way it happens, I see that in India, like in Canada all the time, where some of the kids who are right now doing their college, they come from Punjab, and their family back in there has even sold off their agricultural land or something. So how you make use of all these kind of things, the way your family has trusted upon your actions, your endeavors, your planning, when it comes down to managing the finances, all of that is going to be tested or judged. So guys, just look at it in this way, that I have seen in lot many cases when the Sagittarius moon natives, when they go through the Sadesati, somehow life puts them in a situation where whatever the reason is, but if the family division is going to be happening, they get a major share of the wealth from the family. Now you cannot say this thing that the Sadesati cannot give you money. Sadesati has got a different way of operating on different zodiac sign. So this could be a case that the money will come to you, wealth will come to you, but what you will do with it, what you will build with it, that is going to be judged, that is going to be tested. And yes guys, when we talk about your actions, are your actions in line with your inculcated values, with your core values, ideologies, philosophy, or are they going in contradiction with that? That is the area where somehow lessons come or Saturn tries to judge you. Now guys, when we talk about the Capricorn moon natives, so guys, you cannot say this thing that just because your sign is being ruled by the Saturn in itself, so that means you're gonna get a easy pass. Like the way guys, I would say this thing that if your sign is being ruled by the Saturn, so the expectation is more set from you. Saturn expects more from you. So it's not like that you're gonna get an easy pass. See guys, Saturn has got a Stambhan Shakti. Whenever Saturn is operating over anyone, one thing is for sure, that life will get slowed down. Now in that slowdown, are you still slowly, gradually crawling towards your goals? Or you are getting into like, kind of lawsuit, imprisonment, chronic disease, accident. So that is a different definition. But one thing is for sure, that in any capacity, if the Sadesati is operating over any zodiac sign, Saturn has a own style, own fashion of operating. Life will definitely get slowed down for sure. You will not be able to run with the pace with which you are running. And just because here I'm not talking about your dasha, I'm talking more from the point of view of what is happening in front of you, in your circumstances, in your external surrounding environment. So guys, generally the life lessons for the Capricorn moon natives generally comes how they look after their family, how they look after their finances. There is no more like any more layer to add over there, just because Saturn is your sign lord, and the another sign which it rules is the second house. So that means your family, your core values, ideologies, how strongly you are going to be rooted and firm when being challenged, when being pushed, when being pressurized is over where Saturn is going to be, or the Sade Sati is going to be bringing the life lessons for you. Do not look at it in this way, guys. In terms of the status, in terms of the wealth, in terms of the power, there has been this research done that how many presidents and prime ministers have been made at a time of the Sade Sati. Saturn just wants to increase your pressure, and it can only increase through promotion, right? Before you used to manage one store, one restaurant. Sade Sati came, now you are so much in pressure because now you are managing 5 properties. Now you are managing 5 restaurants. Now you cannot say this thing that Saturn did not give you wealth. It's just like that, the pressure and the answerability also increased. So yes, especially for the Capricorn moon, the answerability and the pressure generally comes in the domain, in the matters of the family and the finances, and not compromising on their core values. Now when we talk about the Aquarius moon natives, so guys, we cannot overlook this fact that Aquarius moon, somehow they are being seen as the true humanitarian and the philanthropic people. So in the case of the Aquarius moon, like a lot many times it has been seen that Sade Sati has opened the doors of the foreign settlement for lot many people as well. In the Sade Sati as well, lot many people also get a chance to get a cultural understanding of different religion, different diversity, different demographics as well. But guys, if I were to say, how much are you willing to share your fortune with others? This could be the less fortunate, less privileged ones. That is the area where the Sade Sati test the Aquarius moon natives. The biggest lesson comes in their life in terms of their capacity to alleviate the pain and suffering of others. How authentic, how credible these people are while resolving other people's problems unconditionally. Now guys, when we talk about from the Pisces moon sign natives point of view, so guys, in your case, look at it in this way that the Saturn Sade Sati and the true lesson of the Sade Sati will operate over you in this way that Saturn will try to teach you that all those people whom you call as your good friend, are they actually your good friend, or they're like the ones who are actually plotting things behind your back? All those kind of wishes and desires which you have, you keep on saying this thing that I cannot live without attaining them. Are they actually gonna serve any purpose? Are they actually gonna add any value to your life or not? So all these are the areas where the Sade Sati starts working on them. Guys, one thing is for sure, on the Pisces moon, after when 7.5 years of Sade Sati, after when Saturn is going to be done working in your life, I can assure you that you will be smart enough, you will be strong enough to just meet the person, look at the person and say this thing that, okay, this person is my true well-wisher, or this person I am sure is gonna scam me or betray me at some point. So your people judgment skill, things, wishes, activities, business deals which are meant for you or not, after the Sade Sati, you will be trained, you will be experienced enough to fairly call, there's a saying called calling a spade, something like that. So you will be trained and equipped enough to make the right, sane decision once Sade Sati is over with you. So guys, see, this was just a basic overview. After this, when we will have our discussion on all the 3 phases of the Sade Sati, then we will try to dig deeper into it. So far what we have discussed in this video is that the role of the Saturn, what Sade Sati means, and the impact of the Sade Sati in the form of the deep lesson for all the moon sign in this video. So yes guys, for further more updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.